Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fridays with Father. Father Gary here, and it's a great pleasure to be here with Ian Saltzman and to have some time to introduce you a bit to Ian. Ian is our new pastoral assistant for social concerns ministry, and we're really, really pleased to welcome him to St. Joe's. So, Ian, welcome. It's just great to have you here.
Thanks.
Maybe just tell folks a little bit about yourself, a little background about yourself, and then I'll ask you some more questions about the ministry here.
Yeah. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska originally, so pretty far from here. Haven't lived in the Northwest before. First time, yeah, living anywhere near here. I so yeah, I'm from Omaha. I went to Catholic grade school, Jesuit high school, uh, and then went to Notre Dame. Studied political science and Catholic social tradition there, and I think particularly the Jesuit education and the Catholic education at Notre Dame, learning about Catholic social tradition, were both really good experiences of both academic and experiential learning of how to accompany people in the Catholic tradition, and a lot of the value that comes uh, from CST and those teachings. So um, yeah, like I said, I'm from Omaha. I have a twin brother who's now teaching out at an all girls Catholic high school in New York City. He's teaching philosophy and theology out there. He told me about this job uh, because he was working through Jesuit Volunteer Corps out in Portland. I did a short time of, after graduation, I did a short uh, job with AmeriCorps in the city of South Bend, Indiana. And then after that, I went out to Newark, New Jersey to work in Jesuit Volunteer Corps on the East Coast, um, working at a low income housing nonprofit and living in community with some other people in the JVC program. Uh, so my brother was doing the same thing out on the West Coast, and he saw this job opportunity in a JVC Northwest newsletter, sent it to me, thinking that I'd be interested in it, and I was. So
That's great. I'm really glad that we advertised in that JVC newsletter, let me tell you. Um, as I said, we're really happy, as you can hear from Ian's both his education and then his experience. Really, why we were attracted to him when he sent in his resume, and it was a unanimous decision by the search committee to invite him to join us. Um, Ian, maybe just a little bit about what you're. This is his first week here, so you're excused if you don't have like tremendous plans yet. But maybe what attracted you to the position, and then what your hopes are as you look forward to this year.
yeah. So I've after JVC, I was interested in pursuing some of the job work. My first interest coming out of JVC was pursuing some of the job work I did in JVC with the Community Development Financial Institution. That's where I was primarily looking. Uh, but then when my brother sent me this job, I reviewed everything in it, liked what I saw, and it made me reconsider whether I wanted to go into the community development field, which is a lot of uh, business type work, or to do some of this ministry with the church. Uh, and as I thought about it a lot, I realized that I was really attracted to a few particular things about the job. So, working with Catholic social tradition, like I mentioned earlier, I think the value system is really coherent and offers a lot of guidance for um, our country, for at both the national and local level. Just a lot of guidance, and also at the even in the personal someone's personal life. So that was really attractive to me. I also am really interested, besides church ministry, I'm also pretty interested in community organizing as a concept. I think that has a lot of value, again, for where we are politically in the country. And it's really about empowering individuals to make changes that are aligned with their values, particularly in the Christian tradition in the U.S. So, so I think for all those reasons, I kept thinking, like, um, maybe I could do other work for a little bit and then get a job doing this type of church ministry thing. And then I kept coming back to, wait, but there's no guarantee that this specific job is going to come back anytime in the future. And so that's uh, another thing that I loved about in the interview process, learning about uh, the details of the job, just how unique it is in terms of what the church is doing across the U.S., and then also learning about the St. Joseph's community in particular, how it's really diverse in a multitude of ways, uh, and uh, how charitable and giving people are in the community. So I think it's something where there's a lot to build on, but there's already a really strong foundation in the staff and the parishioners. So it was, yeah, really exciting from the get-go.
As Ian said, this is a unique position. There are a few of them in the Archdiocese of Seattle. We've been really encouraged to work to create positions like this in parishes that really help us to integrate Catholic social tradition into our lives, both in the direct service, the kind of charitable work that Ian mentioned, but also in advocacy work. And so that kind of community organizing that Ian referred to, that advocacy to really help to not only do direct service to people who are on the margins, but also to look at why are they marginalized and how might we work to help as a community of faith to help them, empower them out of that place of marginalization. So we're really, really thrilled to have Ian here. So thank you again for saying yes to us. We are looking forward to this year. For those of you who will be at Mass this Sunday, Ian will say a few more words about himself and just as a chance to introduce him to the community. So once again, Ian, welcome. We're just really happy that you're here and look forward to this year in which we can continue to explore how our Catholic social tradition can be a source of real growth for us personally and as a community of faith. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for this version of Fridays with Father. I look forward to seeing you this Sunday, 9 o'clock Mass in English, also live streamed, 11:30 Mass in Spanish, also live streamed, and then the 5 p.m. Sunday night Mass. Thanks, everyone. God bless. Have a great weekend.